Hello and welcome to everyone's favorite video of the month, the TBR game. Today we are going to be playing my TBR board game that looks like this for the month of May. How are we in May already? I don't know. Anyway, this is my board game that I created. It has cards that go on it that look like book spines. Each card means a different thing and I follow along the board using my friend Pascal. I'm not gonna go over the rules in great detail. I'm gonna leave here in the corner the link for the playlist, and on the first video that's where I explained all the rules. So if you are curious, go watch it, but it's pretty basic, so you'll probably get the gist of it as we follow along. For starters, let's talk about what happened during the month of April. If you haven't watched my last game for the month of April yet and you don't want to be spoiled, then click over here. But if you already watched it or if you enjoy a spoiler, last month I got allocated 9 books. And I was on a streak of every month I had managed to finish my TBR games, and I did not read 9 books last month. In fact, I wasn't even close. I have been reading so much this year, and this was literally the month where I read the list. So from all the 9 books, I only finished these 2. The Marriage Act by John Mars. I DNF'd this, so that's a 1 star for me. And this one is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, and I really enjoyed it. It's a cute, flimsy romance, and I give this one a 4 stars. Oh, and I started a 3rd one, which is the Inheritance Games, and I'm roughly halfway through, a little bit over the halfway mark, and I wanted to finish it before recording this video just so I could tell you that I finished, but life has been chaotic and I did not have time to finish it. But either way, the game is not depending on me finishing that game to be able to say that I completed the TBR, because I didn't either way. So yes, there's the one. That book is not here, it's downstairs because I'm reading it. But all these books are now going for round 2. I will now put them on the TBR game again for May, and if they still don't get read, they will go again for one last time on round 3 for June, and then in June, whatever is still left from here, I will have to unhaul. So basically, I really need to start prioritizing the ones that I want to read, because otherwise I'm gonna lose them in 2 months. So no panic yet. But yes, the last thing we're gonna do before playing the game is I'm gonna add to my book luck jar, which is this jar with every single book that I have on my TBR shelf, which is the one right behind me. I'm gonna add the books that came to my house in the month of April. There is 5 of them, so I'm gonna add 5 papers onto the jar. 5 papers. I'm gonna give it a mix straight away, but I will also mix it before I have to pick any books from here. And now, with all that being done, I'm gonna turn on my computer, because last time I really needed to use the computer several times, and now that I'm gonna do that, I bet I'm not gonna need it. I'm gonna turn on my computer and then let's get playing. We're gonna start by putting the cards on the board, and then we're gonna roll 1 dice at a time until we finish the end of the board. Okay, the lighting isn't great because it's very late, but we have all of our cards. So we have activities, movements on the board, things related to numbers, things related to covers, things related to titles, people choosing, so someone else will choose besides me, and these are miscellaneous. Besides these ones, we also have the green cards, which would be a pick on the book luck jar. I have my cards right here. Let's give this a shake. So we're gonna start by rolling the dice. We start here at the top, we follow this order like this, and the game finishes whenever I reach the bottom. Roll number 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's miscellaneous. We got a book by an author you didn't like before. See, it's already good that I turned on my computer because I already need to use Goodreads. So I'm gonna go books that I read. I've organized them by authors, and now I'm gonna look at authors that I read 1 book only and that I gave 2 or 1 stars to that 1 book. And obviously I'm gonna try and find an author that matches that criteria, but that I have something on my shelf by that author. Surprisingly or not, I don't have anyone that matches the criteria that I said. I'm just gonna organize it by ratings and just pick something by an author that I've given 2 or 1 stars before, regardless of what else I read from that author. Otherwise I won't be able to pick anything. Here's the authors that we could go for. We could go for Louise Candlish, I could go for John Mars, or I could go for Ruth Ware. I don't know! I'm gonna go with Ruth Ware because this book has been on my TBR for so many years. It's 1 by 1. It's a thriller. I feel like it's gonna be one more of those predictable thrillers where they're all in an enclosed space and then something starts happening and, you know, they're probably gonna die 1 by 1 or get caught 1 by 1 or lie 1 by 1. Or I don't have the highest expectations for this book, but this will be my book number 1, although it's also my book number 8. Let's roll again. Roll number 2. We got a 3. 1, 2, 3. So these are things related to covers. A cover that matches your top. Ah, that's super interesting. This should be easy because my top is literally just grey. So let's find a book that has a grey cover. Now watch me not have any books with a grey cover. I got a few options. This one, however, has a lot of blue, so I'm gonna exclude this one straight away. These are my final options. These are 3 thrillers. 2 of them are in fact by the same author. And this one is not. And this been on my radar for so long as well. One could argue that this is a white cover with like grey detail. But I'm gonna argue back by saying that my jumper, because it's like wool, it's also white and grey. Technically, this is the most similar one. So let's go with this one. The Similars by Rebecca Hanover. And I think this is like a young adult dystopia. Let's see where this takes us. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The cover matches my nail polish. We got this one last month, but I ended up not using it because I had no nail polish. And last month we were picking between 2 cards because I was successful the previous month, which is not the story with this one. Anyway, I can use it and I have a lovely lilac color. I feel like it has to be this one, right? This is number 1 on another billionaire series. It's another hyped series. So I'm excited to start this one and look how well it matches. It was meant to be. Could it get any better than this? I don't think so. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's another cover. A cover with a sticker on. So this could be anything, any sort of sticker, like shop sticker, one of those like won a prize sticker, any sticker. I know that I created this game, so this is all entirely up to me because I was the one who wrote this card and put it there. But I was just going through the shops and thinking, oh, this book here would have been perfect if I haven't removed the sticker today, a book that I bought today. And then I realized that I always remove the stickers of the covers. I'm sure there will be at least one with a sticker, but the big majority of them, I remove the stickers. So this is gonna be interesting. Okay, this was the only one I could find. It's The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. I have a lot that have those stickers that are just printed onto the cover, but this is the only one with an actual stickers of £3 off. Why did this one not get removed? My theory is that I've tried to remove it in the past, but it was one of those awful stickers. Oh, actually no. Oh no, it is. It's one of those that leaves the residue behind, so let's cover it back up. Explained. Okay, let's go again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are activities. Choose one book to unhaul. Choose one book to unhaul. In fairness, I do this quite a lot, but sure, let's choose another one. This is the shelf where things go to die. Okay, I'm gonna unhaul this arc. I've had it for ages. I haven't read it, so I'm probably not gonna read it. It's called Little Disasters by Sarah Vaughan. Let's move on. We are already at the end of the game, which is good because the pile is huge because of last month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. So there. So that's people choosing. We rarely get this card. I feel like, oh, it matches my nail polish. I love it. Still a book from someone else's TBR. Okay. I need to do some research. So let's go on YouTube and look for May TBR. I'm gonna click on the first video. It's by Rachel Catherine, the first video that shows up. I could have faked this if I tried. She has the book Wild Love on her TBR and I bought that book today. Here it is, and it's one of those that had the sticker and I removed it. But this is by Elsie Silver and it's the first book in another romantic series, just so I can get more and more confused every time we go. If I get 1, we'll have movement on the board, which might affect me, might not. Anything else, the game finishes. 6, so the game has finished. Okay, so that's the end of the game. It's not bad. This time we only got given 5 books, which if this was a TBR, it would be perfect. But in reality, this TBR looks more like this. Plus the Inheritance games that I'm halfway through. So I have to read all of these during the month of May. May the force be with me. Wish me luck for all of this. Thanks so much for watching. YouTube thinks you are going to enjoy this video right here, so click and watch that one next. Bye!